Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are plunging into something really fundamental to how we all feel and think. It's this surprising and honestly powerful link between food and our mental well-being.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
Now you might be listening and thinking, okay, food affecting my mood. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? Maybe you're wondering if a dietary tweak can really tackle something like anxiety.
It's a fair question, but the science, well, it's increasingly pointing towards a definite yes.
Exactly. So we're here to help you get well-informed on this quickly and effectively. Consider this your deep dive into that connection.
Right. Our mission today is basically to explore how your daily food choices, what you actually eat, can influence your mood, your energy, and maybe even how you handle everyday stress. We're looking at some pretty compelling scientific research here.
Prepare for some aha moments, I think.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's dive in. One of the first things that jumped out is this idea of the gut as a second brain. Sounds a bit dramatic, maybe?
It does a little, but the evidence is quite strong. What's really striking is the scale. Did you know over 90% of your serotonin, that's the happiness hormone, right?
Yeah.
Is made in your gut.
90%? Wow, okay, not just in the brain then.
Not primarily, no. It's produced down there in your belly through this complex network involving nerves that talk directly to your brain. So, happiness can literally start in your stomach.
So thinking about that gut-brain connection, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Could our modern diets, the ones often full of processed stuff, could they be a hidden reason we feel mentally tired or stressed out?
It's a very active area of research. And when you look specifically at ultra-processed foods, things high in sugar, unhealthy fats, they really can act like these silent saboteurs for a mental state.
And this is where it got really kind of startling for me. There's research suggesting that a diet heavy in junk food can actually shrink the hippocampus.
That's right.
And just to remind everyone, the hippocampus is key for memory, but also emotions. The thought that food could physically change that part of your brain, maybe even within a few years. That's pretty serious. Is that like a direct cause or just a correlation they're seeing?
That's the crucial question, always. It's complex, obviously.
Yeah.
Animal studies do show that these kinds of diets can directly harm the creation of new brain cells in the hippocampus.
Okay.
Human studies are often more about observing links, but they consistently show this pattern. More junk food, smaller hippocampus, poorer memory, higher risk of mood issues. So the evidence is building towards a causal link, even if nailing it down in humans is tricky.
It really drives home the long-term picture, doesn't it? But okay, the good news, it works the other way too, right? There are foods that actively boost mood.
Absolutely. It's not all doom and gloom. Take omega-3 fatty acids. You find them in fish, nuts. Well, studies show that increasing your intake can lead to significant mood improvements. It might be because they help brain cells communicate better, That simple plate of fish could genuinely be lifting your spirits.
And it's not just the famous ones like omega-3s, even just like colorful vegetables, carrots, spinach, avocado. They seem to have a direct link to lowering stress. Seems almost too simple that a salad could do that.
But it makes sense when you think about it. They're loaded with vitamins, minerals, and importantly, antioxidants. These antioxidants help fight off what's called oxidative stress in the brain, which is linked to mental health problems.
Okay, that makes sense. And then there's the whole world of fermented foods, things like yogurt, maybe kombucha. Recent studies suggest they could help fight depression.
Yes, exactly. This goes straight back to that gut-brain highway. The good bacteria in these foods can influence your brain, possibly by improving your gut health overall and reducing inflammation. It's all connected.
It really is. And berries, we hear about them for general health, but they're described as superheroes for the mind. Antioxidants protecting brain cells, helping concentration. How does that work exactly?
So berries contain these specific antioxidants, anthocyanins. They can actually cross into your brain and directly protect the cells from damage. Better protection means potentially better thinking and mood.
Fascinating. And there's also the role of specific nutrients like tryptophan. You find that in eggs, cheese, even dark chocolate, apparently.
That's right. Tryptophan is essential because your body uses it to make serotonin.
Ah, so it's a building block.
Exactly. No tryptophan or not enough, and your serotonin production line can slow down. So maybe that chocolate craving isn't just a craving.
It really changes how you look at food. And it's not just about piling on superfoods either. I saw a study with teenagers just shifting to a more balanced diet, like whole grains, lean protein. They felt less irritable, better overall in just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It shows how responsive our bodies and minds can be. It really highlights that the overall pattern of eating matters most.
Right, consistency.
But it's not just what we eat. The research also points to how we eat, this idea of mindful eating.
Yeah, paying attention. So you mean like eating while watching TV or scrolling on your phone? That actually impacts things.
It seems so. It's like your brain doesn't fully register the nutrients or the feeling of fullness if you're completely distracted. Mindful eating, paying attention to the taste, the texture, your own hunger, helps with digestion and, well, your relationship with food.
Makes sense. And sticking with eating habits, let's talk breakfast. This stat was pretty shocking to me.
The anxiety one.
Yeah. Skipping breakfast makes people up to 89% more likely to develop anxiety symptoms. 89%. That's huge.
It really is. The thinking is, without that morning fuel, your blood sugar can get unstable, which kind of puts your body on alert, triggering a stress response. It impacts how you handle stress all day.
So it sets a bad tone for the whole day, potentially. Yeah. And it's not just having breakfast, but what's in it. Seeds like chia and flaxseed came up because of magnesium.
Exactly. Magnesium is brilliant for calming the nervous system. It helps regulate neurotransmitters involved in relaxation and mood. So throwing some seeds into your yogurt or oatmeal, they're like little nutritional powerhouses.
Little bombs of goodness. Okay, one last crucial point. Seems so basic. Water. Hydration.
Yes. Almost too simple to mention, but so important.
Apparently, even being mildly dehydrated can cause memory lapses and mood swings. Forgetting a glass of water could actually mess with your day.
It's true. It can affect your energy, your focus, make you irritable, all from not drinking enough water. It's a powerful reminder of the basics.
So really, as we wrap this up, the big takeaway feels pretty clear. Every meal, every snack, it's a chance to nourish both your body and, importantly, your mind.
Absolutely. And the power really lies with you, the listener. You can actively build a healthier brain, a more stable mood, a more balanced emotional life, literally bite by bite.
It prompts a different kind of reflection, doesn't it? Maybe think about how you felt today. Could any of that be linked to what you ate yesterday or this morning? It's about more than just calories. It's about the direct fuel you're giving your brain. Definitely something to chew on.